Hey guys, this is Max Eilers, and this is my role-playing game. My group and I made it, Evan Jackson, Nathaniel Herring, for our CS20 MATLAB class. And let's give it a shot. Um, Here we go. We made our game based on, it began as a how Vermont are you kind of game, where it asks you questions and figures out really if you are a Vermonter or not deep down at heart. Um, but then it kind of morphed into like what New England state are you from, or how Massachusetts are you kind of game, because Nathaniel's from Massachusetts and me and Evan are from Vermont. So, it's taken on a lot of forms, but I hope you like it. Uh, First question, which New England state would you rather visit? Simple if question. Either of the two answers, one or two, will display uh, the same text on the screen. So, which New England state would you rather visit? Vermont, definitely. Sorry, Nathaniel. So yeah, anywhere in New England is number one. You know. How many times have you seen Champ? This is an if-else statement with an or condition using an input dialog box. While the last one was a menu box, this is an input dialog box to capture the user response. So if it's equal to or less than 0, or equal to or greater than 5, that's highly unlikely because Champ is out there, but he doesn't show himself very often. So if you've never seen him, that's a bummer. You should get your eyes checked. Or if you've seen him a lot of times, you're probably making stuff up and you should still get your eyes checked. So how many times have you seen Champ? We'll go with one time, because I have seen him one time. Told you he was real. How many terrible drivers do you see in a day? Because this is Vermont, unless it's, leaf peeping season, we don't have a lot of bad drivers. But there's one out there. Same as Vermont. Look at that. So that was a switch statement. With just a simple input. So at this point I can't scroll down because I have a menu box in the editor, so I can't show you the code right now, but I will in a second. How many gallons of pure maple syrup have you consumed in the last year? That's a hard one. I'm gonna go with 3. It's a pretty expensive habit. Not too shabby. Yep, thank you. Once again, I'll show you the code for that in a second. How Irish are you? This is a how Massachusetts are you question, essentially. But how Irish are you? I'm not Irish at all. So I'm not Irish at all. That's what it says. How many Subarus do I own? 1. Okay, maybe Mass Life is more your style. That's because I don't own a lot of Subarus, according to our game. So maybe I should live in Massachusetts. Alright, so the maple syrup question, that was an if-else statement with an input dialog box to capture the response. So there's your statement, greater than equal to 2, not too shabby, less than that, you use Aunt Jemima. It's a tough life. How Irish are you? That's a nested if separated by and condition. So here we go. If equal to or less than 100% or greater than or equal to 10%, it will drop into the next if statement. And if you're greater or equal to 60%, then you belong in Massachusetts, apparently. And if not, like my answer, well, my answer was 0, so I never even went into this statement. I went straight to the else, which is not Irish at all. So here we go. How many Subarus do you own? That was an if-else if with an input dialog box. Cousins. Here we go. This is a question we're on right now. Simple input on the command window. How many cousins do you have living within a 10-mile radius of your hometown? I have 0. And now it says, I might not be from Vermont, but I am from Vermont, so it's okay. If I was a true Vermonter, I'd probably have about 30 cousins living within 10 miles of me, but that's okay. Um, so yacht club. This is another. Are you a Massachusetts question? So this is an if with a menu. Oh, and before this was an if with a double and operator and a few of the if statements. So this is an if with a menu, as you can see. How many yacht clubs would you like in your town? None. No, thank you. Not Massachusetts enough, apparently. Sorry, game. Good thing I live in Vermont. Yep, so I think this is one of the last questions. If else statement chooses from 3 or more actions. Um, so how many cows have you tipped in your lifetime? This is an input. I have, you know, I've never actually tipped a cow, but I tell people I have, so I'm gonna go with 5 because that's average, So yeah, here we go. Less than 6, but greater than 4 because it's the next statement down. And I am getting there, young Padawan. What state would I want to live? Vermont, obviously. Oh yeah. Shouts out to Evan for the chirp. That was a simple switch statement, and upon choosing Vermont from the menu, or the question dialog, sorry, it loads a sound and plays it and displays something in the command window. So, that's our whole game. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.